Okay, this is Miles. This is a blog report from Oldcastle. And we're actually back in Ireland doing an investigation. And we can only do these investigations with donations. It takes a lot of money to try and get around these places, coming across the sea to do this kind of research. At the moment, this is being recorded in January 2014. Right now the base's base, and we have to come up with a different name, knowing me that, is in a state of rewire, and that means we're hugely delayed in the edits and the already in the can major investigation that we did surrounding James Casbolt before he went to the United States. And this, I think, is a very crucial series of interviews which illustrates that James has been involved with others in rituals involving standing stones, castles in Scotland occupied by presidents and queens, and connections far and deep. It's clear now that we're dealing with demonic and other dimensional entities in different dimensional realms. The distraction of the extraterrestrial and aliens coming from the skies is a total misleading distraction, and therefore I feel that the disclosure movement demanding that the government tell us what's going on, because we know what's going on, because I've said this so many times, the only way we're going to get disclosure is to reveal it ourselves and not restrict ourselves to distractions and illusions of 3D worlds with linear time and the extraterrestrial situation. That is a distraction. The answers lie in places like this: Oldcastle, where the ancient situations and where the ancient the ancient people settled, with the standing stones, the gateways to other dimensions and worlds. We know that this information was uncovered, and information from our past was uncovered in the late 1950s. They have access now, the Illuminati, or whoever you want to call the infected Illuminati, because if I refer to the late Andrew Power, who wrote the book Ireland, Land of the Pharaohs, it shows that this place, Ireland, or Ireland, has got an intrinsic connection with those who also had to emerge from the great catastrophe from the Giza Plateau and the pyramids into a world which had been devastated. And it was from here, from these islands, before the seas finally fell and we now have the islands of Great Britain and Ireland, it's from here that civilization re-emerged, and it is because civilization has a key in the Irish, or the Irish, that it is this place, the island of Ireland, had to be attacked by a weaponized, higher dimensional enemy which infests humanity amongst us. And so the secrets are here. The secrets are in the DNA of the original source code, and the original source code DNA of those survivors which re-civilized this planet from this location, what we call Ireland, or in those days Scotia. So there are intrinsic connections with the ancient past. And since this is a blog and not a lecture about ancient history, but I'm referring to Andrew Power, the late Andrew Power, his book Ireland, Land of the Pharaohs. Andrew has now left us, he's passed away, and it was wonderful to be able to meet and talk with him in Bangor in Northern Ireland, only a few weeks, if not months, before he finally passed on. Andrew Power was an Illuminati. So it is the Illuminati are not the bad guys, but the Illuminati are those who've gone through several procedures, many procedures, to get a level of knowledge. And if you are an alien wishing to wipe us out, you don't go to presidents of the United States or the odd queen or whatever. You go to those who actually know what's going on. And it's the Illuminati who knew what was going on, who held the secrets. And people like the Illuminati. So it is those who had to be targeted, and those at the high levels which had to be taken over. As Chris Thomas told us, the logic is very simple. Find out who's got the information, make sure you find out what they know, and then make sure nobody else finds out. And then cause disinformation and all sorts of distractions. This is a blog. That's about it. I am going to have to answer Richard D. Hall's rather stupid remarks he's been doing live on stage, specifically targeting myself. I think he's being very foolish, and he's showing himself up to being exploitable via the ego. We can all be exploited and attacked in one way or another. We've all got our weaknesses. Those who wish to exploit us who are trying to find out what's going on, just find out what those weaknesses are and press a button. In Mr. Hall's case, they've decided that he shall defame me, and I'm going to have to correct him on one or two of those points, which he knows only fine too well what those issues are. So that's enough said about that. God knows when this blog will go up, because we got no place to upload it from. We'll get it up soon. So that's the blog from Oldcastle in the cold in an Irish winter.